No, I feel like this is awesome because I wanted to call it Recovery Part 1 Acupuncture, and I still might, but I mean, it can go into so many tangents, and that's the point of starting the podcast is I've sat around with you two individually, and we've gone off on tangents and on a certain case, a certain person. But that's the point of the podcast, is just to open up the dialogue, open up the discussion for it, and hopefully it reaches audiences in her acupuncture world, or hopefully our worlds listen to an acupuncturist's perspective and go, maybe I should try it, maybe I should reach out to an acupuncturist.
The way I see it, it's in different lanes.
Right.
Which is important, and I always view, when I started working with you, I was like, we need to build like a super team because we can't do everything.
Mm-hmm.
So when we're trying to fix someone's chronic pain, there's a lot to check off, and we don't all have the answers.
Mm-hmm.
So if you're coming in with some shoulder thing or nerve thing, whatever it is, you got sciatica, let's say.
Yeah.
You come in, it needs to be a team approach, because I can work the movement, but I don't do bones and adjusting.
Yeah.
And like I don't do soft tissue stuff, right? And then definitely don't work with the nervous system. So it's kind of that's why it's important, is that we understand that we have to stay in our lane, but we're all in the same path.
The common goal is
to help that person.
Yeah.
And it's if I teach them everything that they need to know about moving their arm with specific muscles and they're still in pain, then I've done all I can.
Right.
I can't just be like, we'll keep doing these pec drills and they're still in pain. It's like, that's kind of like locking them into like X sessions, right?
Yeah.
We're trying to figure out what's wrong with them, and it's better. And what we like in our gym to work with you guys is that it's a team approach.
Yeah.
So when anyone messages me, hey, I threw my back out over the weekend doing something not even fitness related, the first thing I always go is, okay, go see Dr. Cook Cairo, so he can actually do assessments structurally. Because I'm not trying to teach you to squat and I'm not trying to be in your lane.
Mm-hmm.
And then through that, you can relay back saying, okay, all you need is some movement fix. Or you can direct them to Brittany.
More recovery with Brittany.
Yeah, he does the assessing, and he's like, all right, this is who you need to see. And then as they see us, they kind of also figure out, like, okay, this hurts. We have members who are like, well, I'm seeing Ian right now because Ian can work on what I need right now. And then there will be times where they're like, okay, I'm getting acupuncture right now. Or they'll do a monthly massage for maintenance, so they're here every month. So they kind of also figure out through your assessment, like, oh,
where
this is
to go.
Who I need to. This is where I need to be. Yeah.
So instead of everybody, in the grand scheme of healthcare, everybody's on their own silo, right, in their own lane. And our community that we're talking about on this podcast is, we all are in our own silo, but we're working together, which is,
and that's rare,
very rare,
Super
very
rare.
hard to do. But we've done it because that's the reason it works. Is go talk to Mark, talk to me, talk to Brittany, talk to B. We're all saying the same thing, but in different ways, with the same common goal at the end.
Yeah.
And that's what's so different, and that's why it's so easy for our patients to work with us, because it's like, oh, like everybody's just here to make me feel better, so why not sign up?
One of my favorite examples of that, of us just working as a team, and this was before we had even really talked about, like, oh, what's your lane? What is it that you do? Where can I send this person?
And it's been organic too, so there wasn't ever like a...
Yeah.
And it was, this was like a year and a half ago. It was before we really all sat down and talked about anything. And we were seeing 4 CrossFitters, and they all kept saying kind of the same thing. So I finally, the 4th CrossFitter, I'm going in for an appointment with Melissa. Eye needle, she massages. And it was DJ, and he won't mind if I tell this story. And he goes, yeah, I can't take off my shirt. Anytime I try to take off my shirt, it hurts right here. And he was the 4th CrossFitter to say, and one was a female, she said, I can't do my sports bra. And it was this motion. They're all saying the same thing. And I was like, there's got to be a workout or something that you guys are doing. You need to go back. So I talked to him about it because, I hadn't even been talking yet. Mm-hmm. And I was like, Ian, 4 people, 3 dudes and a girl are telling me that they can't do this motion. Something is going on right here. Can you review the workout? I don't know if you guys talked. I don't know if you told them. I don't know if what you guys did. But 2 to 3 weeks later, all 4 of them, none of them had that issue anymore. So I was like, okay, that's cool to get that dialogue going. So it's like, hey, this is where I'm seeing all of our patients. They're all kind of complaining of the same thing. That was one was really specific because it was all I can't take my shirt off. Yeah. And it's like, okay, go back what are you doing? And then you fixed the movement. We did the like, okay, this is hurting now. Let's go ahead and take care of it
recovery
now.
from it.
Yeah. So that's one of my favorite, aside from DJ, he was like the ultimate guinea pig when FixFit started.
Yeah.
He was doing FixFit. He was seeing Melissa and me and you almost weekly for a little while.
Because he was pretty,
He was
super
so
broken.
bad,
Yeah.
Melissa couldn't even massage his traps.
And lower back. His erector muscles on his low back we couldn't even touch.
And he was surprised because she was like, well, I need to bring acupuncture in because you need this treated, but you can't handle me touching it. And people think that I'm like, they're scared of me because it's needles, but really I'm the most gentle one in this whole damn
this
place.
is very true.
Less invasive.
It's the
even
least
though
invasive.
Even though it's needles.
Everyone loves a massage, so they think like go there. People are scared of adjustments too sometimes, or it's too sore to get adjusted.
Because also Melissa, she's like, I know this hurts a little bit right now, but I'm rehab. I'm sorry, you're not just relaxing today. She'll do relaxing if she'll talk about more on the podcast, but she will work on it. And some people are so jacked up. DJ was one of them. She could not touch his traps, so I came in and ding ding ding, little needles in them. And after a couple of weeks of all three of us and FixFit, he's my favorite guinea pig because it was like a totally different dude.
Just PR'd his half yesterday. Or sub 2
marathon.
Marathon, yeah.
Guess what? He got treatment right before he did his half.
Again, he's going to have a faster recovery because he was getting treatment before running the half.
And I think he's coming in after too.
And after.
And I worked on
He's a believer
sweet
now.
little heart.
Yeah.
That's why we wanted you on the show, because a lot of people are more taboo about acupuncture. They don't know what it's about, so it's good that you shared it so that they have another thing that they could potentially check off before the more serious treatments, which is shots, surgeries, medication.
Yeah.
Right?
Yep.
So it's
Last
like, okay,
hope.
you might have tried movement, you might have tried chiro, last hope, right? Massage. But acupuncture, I have like a success story with acupuncture too, where I thought I tore something in my knee, and I tried everything, all the mobility, all the stretches, all the strengthening things, and then I thought I'd have to go to a doctor, get an MRI, but I was like, you know what, I'm gonna try acupuncture, and it worked. So
Yeah.
that's my success story with acupuncture.
Yeah. And you know what? Sometimes it doesn't work.
And that's also too, to be fair, I tried acupuncture on like my neck or my shoulder or something, and it was like, oh, it didn't work.
Yeah.
So when people ask me about it, I was like, well, it worked for my knee, it didn't work for my shoulder. You make your own choice.
But different injuries possibly.
100%.
You know, you got a
way different.
swollen knee. Maybe she took care of the swelling. Movement imbalance in your upper trap doesn't necessarily mean acupuncture is gonna. I mean, it maybe released that day, but if you weren't doing the proper movement drills after that, or if it was the wrong assessment of your injury, then maybe that's why it didn't work. You know,
That's our
There's always
common
that.
goal. I think that's the important part, is that we're all looking for the answer to why you're hurt.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I don't think a lot of people are doing that, because let's take DJ, for example, or the case where all 4 people couldn't take their shirts off. Then it'd be, if you just stayed in your lane and not connected with everyone else, you'd be like, okay, this will probably take 12 acupuncture sessions to get this pain to go away. But then that's not the main cause. You have to relate to Ian, and he could relate to me, or break down the workout saying something else is causing it, but we can help with the treatment of.
But we were all open-minded to it, right?
Yeah, but
Brittany wasn't like, stay with me for these 12 sessions, and I wasn't like,
massage, don't go to movement,
right? And I was like, no, give them to me so I can adjust them and I'll fix it. It's like we all opened up the discussion. That's all we did was go, hey, let's all talk about it. And Mark's like, hey, we're not firing our pecs overhead. And I'm like, these AC joints are getting just crashed on or something. And it's like, boom, we fixed it. It's like,
I think that's why it's rare with us, is because we're not like, oh God, if she sees Melissa, then that's less that she's going to see me. No, we're booked. We're fine.
That's what I was going to say. I was going to shout out that session where you get needles and a massage is called the Deech from him actually coining it and getting it done so much.
I don't think that ever happens. You get 2 people, like actually with their different lanes working
at the same time, in the same room. And then if they come see me after, we called it the trifecta. Mm-hmm. I stopped trying to use that word, both of those words, because there's literally not even enough time to book it anymore. You can't just, I want it next week. It's like, good luck. Someone just got it recently, and I was like, damn, I haven't heard of someone seeing all 3 of us in the same
They had to book it a month out.
So it's like, listen to this. And Brittany would be the first to tell you, like, I have a friend down the street that you can go see for acupuncture that's practicing the same way.
Christina.
Yeah.
Shout out to Christina. Her and I worked, not closely, we're not in the same building, but
she's down the street.
She's down the street. She takes an insurance that I don't take. I take one she doesn't take. So I am like,
she works with CrossFitters.
Go see Christina. She goes to the gym.
Christina Goodison.
Christina Goodison, yeah.
So, and people are like, oh God, should I choose a night? And I'm like, no, we're fine, guys. It's not
Again,
a
the
competition.
common goal for us is that we want to help people.
Yeah.
And if you get help wherever, it's not as long as we understand that person has the client's best interest at heart.
Yes.
Yeah.
I'm perfectly fine. You could go, that's why I talked about on this podcast, I don't care if you do Orange Theory or F45, it's like, it's not a competition.
Yeah.
If that's what you love to do.
You've worked with other CrossFit gyms.
I message CrossFitters and other people message me too from different gyms, and that's like, to be honest, I'm not stealing clients. I don't even want you to be here because you're happy over there.
Yeah.
So why would I want you in my gym?
Yeah.
That's what people understand. And for you guys, is we're not like, oh, more Acu versus more Chiro. It's like, are we trying to fix them or not?
Yeah.
Like,
And
what's the point?
That's rare. You're not going to get that. I can tell you that right now. I've worked with other chiros. I've worked in other offices. And it is a little more dog-eat-dog. It's like, no, you're seeing me. You're not going to, you don't need this. You don't need that. No, we're like.
Remember who you work for. Don't forget that.
Oh.
So, yeah, shout that out real quick. I mean, I wanted to go over your history earlier. Why, for maybe some acupuncturists in school that could hear this, or acupuncturists working for somebody, why did you choose to go into small business for 4 years now?
I didn't choose. So we have a class that they're like, okay, what's your business plan? And I was like, I'm going to get a job. I want to be an employee. I want the cush life. I'm not doing my own business. I had zero interest in it. And when I graduated, PCOM is great, but they're shooting out a lot of acupuncturists. There's two across the street. There's one up the street. There's one down the street. There's two down the street. I mean, we're everywhere. So there were 0 jobs available when I graduated. So
the school's job is to get accredited and make people passports.
Yeah.
Right? So they don't care about
they
your
don't
business.
care that there's. But also in San Diego, we're lucky. There are more than enough people for every acupuncturist in town.
Mm-hmm.
So I mean, the stats are there.
But then you can look at that and go, well, the stats are there that I don't need to patient steal or hoard all of the patients to myself. Like there's plenty to go around.
Plenty. We're not hurting for business. That's why I can be like, no, go see Christina or Janet when I'm out of town. My best friend Janet works across the street from me, and I'm like, when I'm out of town, Janet's going to take over. So if you have an emergency, you're going to see Janet, and that's happened before. Mm-hmm. And so, but anyway, when I graduated, there weren't any jobs. So out of necessity, the only place that I could get an interview with was a spa down in Hillcrest that they were renting out a space. And
Mark's been to a few spas in Hillcrest.
You know what? I believe it. They're fun. They're a good time.
Brass rail.
Brass rail. Cream of the crop there.
No comment.
He's a happily married man. So I
Thumb
was...
only. Thumb only treatment. So how was the working at a spa? Was it just all acupuncture and massage there? There's no chiro, right?
No chiro. It's fine. I mean, if that's what you love, no, I'm not crapping on your career, but I hated it. Mm-hmm. I learned a lot of how not to run a business. It was a small business that I worked for, and I learned a lot from working there. And then moved to a chiro office and got scalped for this chiro office. They stole me from the other chiro. I willingly left. And I like working with a chiro because, I don't know, it's medicine. When I was at a spa, it was like, I got asked all the time, like, facial acupuncture, which is great and it's so effective, but it's so boring for me. I enjoy the medicine. I love the tough cases. I love the cases where it's like, I have no idea what's going on. I'm like, yeah, me either. Let's dive into this together.
That makes sense. It's like you have the two paths. People come in to feel good, and then there's people, like you go to a spa, right? Versus going to a chiropractor, usually you're in pain. And so I can see why that's like your path, right? You want to help people.
The challenges, as soon as I was like, hey, you want some patience? Let me throw some at you. See what you can do. And the different challenges we could throw at you. And it's like, you never know what's going to walk in that door that day, That's kind of fun.
And we're always evolving our craft because we're trying to get better at really finding that problem quicker. Mm-hmm. And I think people that, want to just, do what they do, but make it more like structured so they could get more people in. I think we're not those type of people. Like, we want less people. Yeah. But we want to make sure we give enough time to those people and to actually help them.
Yeah. We're definitely quality over quantity.
Yeah. I'm not an actor. I have the ability to see a lot more people throughout the day and triple room it, and I I just can't. I hate it. I like...
It's a different model.
Yeah,
Let's just say a
and
different
it's
model.
not bad.
No.
There are people, I call them acupuncture model, that's a negative connotation, but they can see a lot of people. I don't like it. I like it whenever you tell me,
What's the one in the mall now?
How your mom's doing. I don't know, but they should have called it the point, so it matched the joint.
Yeah, but maybe they're...
It's like, I don't know.
What's it called?
Acupuncturists are us. I don't know. They pay
there's a mall joint. There's a...
Acupuncturists are us. I like that.
It's a $29 allergy season first trial run. I walked by it at the UTC mall.
Which is, it's great if you're a new grad and you need somewhere to work and you don't want to build your own business, which I don't recommend building your own business. It's really, really, really hard. It's fine, but
the payoff's good, right?
What?
It's like massage envy. They barely...
No, I mean like opening your own business and being your own boss.
I could
I'm
never
going
be an
bald,
employee.
dude.
What's that one meme? It's like an old dude and he's like, what do you mean it's stressful?
Yeah,
I'm 39 and I feel great. And you're like...
90-year-old dude.
Yeah, I feel that. No, it's like the best decision. I say I have a 4-year-old because my practice, it used to feel like
it's definitely
wife, but now it's a child.
Definitely a child, I think. It grows with you and different times, different struggles.
Yeah.
So, do you have, so if I ask you what makes you different or your service different than other acupuncturists, what would you say? See, I got her. That's a good one.
You did, because
Made her think.
the other two acupuncturists that I know, they're pretty similar to me, but I think the difference would...
You could be honest. No one is listening.
There's the cackle. You got the cackle out, Mark.
The good question and the cackle.
Nobody. Yeah, okay, so fuck it. Nobody's listening to this. I genuinely give a shit. Like, I think about my patients more than I probably should. I've had to learn how to scale back. I had no boundaries with patients. I would do anything and everything. And I had to learn how to be better because I was driving myself crazy. And I'm not saying other acupuncturists don't give a shit, but I genuinely like... And I love the team aspect. I love working with Ian. I love working with massage. And Melissa, Mona, and Erica now. I love watching all of us grow. It's like...
No shout out for Cassidy?
She's not a massage therapist.
I would say Cassie's like the therapist.
Psycho.
People are like...
She has to put up with this.
Because the therapist for us, but also our patients. Because, hey, how are you doing?
We call Cassie our daughter.
She's our daughter. Yeah, he's like my work husband. I'm his work wife. And she's our daughter.
Sometimes she'll, like, if Cassie's acting out or something, I'm like, and you wanted to have kids?
Have kids, they said. It'd be fun, they said.
She's acting out. She's lashing out. It's their teenage years right now. It's okay.
I hope she listens to this.
She might.
I don't know.
She might not get this far.
If we tell her there's a shout out, I'll be like, at 16:45 is your shout out. She'll listen to it. Yeah, she's the therapist.
No, but I mean, that's part of the group dynamic that we try to create here. We keep it light. If Cassidy can't come, she takes a break and comes hangs out with us.
Yeah.
You know, in other places, like when she used to work at a like retail or something, your break is how the hell far away can I get from this freaking place?
Yeah.
You know, of course we have our moments of like we need to go on vacation and
yeah.
you know, go to lunch away from everyone today, but for the most part, you know, she'd come hang out with us and we do team building events, which is super fun. And
yeah, we're stoked she's getting an apartment with her boyfriend, and we're like, when are you signing the lease? Show me pictures of your apartment. Like, genuine, and I want to say, like, a family atmosphere, but it's not just families we treat.
And that's something I had to get from Mark, because I remember 2-3 years ago, before Cook Cairo started, I went up to Mark and I was like, dude, you have coaches that are families.
Yeah.
You know, you and Deej, like, Andrew's watching Deej's kids and stuff. I'm like, how do you guys not, like, slice each other's heads off? Because, like, we fight.
We talk about that. It's like you want to be at a place where you would do it for free, like your occupation. And that's
but it shows to your members that,
there's
like,
no boss thing or this or that. It's really, we're just family friends. We all work together and we genuinely care about each other.
Yeah.
And that's important for growth, I think. As a small business owner, when you're going at it alone, I think you're always limited to your bills.
Yeah.
So you're always just trying to make ends meet, and you don't have that collaboration, which what I just asked you what your niche is, it's the teamwork. I think that's super important. That is a big deal because you guys get to bounce ideas off each other. If you guys have a case that is just difficult, you guys have like 5-6 people to try to figure it out. That's amazing.
That's one of our favorite things.
That's amazing. It's like that's kind of cool.
Yeah.
It is fun, and I couldn't imagine renting, like, overhead to have a whole office. Of course, it's expensive, and certain guys would be like, "Well, I would just go to rent a space somewhere to lower your overhead." But it's like, yeah, but if I had to just...
I've seen that where what you guys are doing, and if someone's listening and you see a facility with a chiro, acupuncture, some massage therapist, all this stuff, it doesn't necessarily mean they're working together.
Yeah.
That just means we're all
lowering our
rent,
overhead. Yeah.
Lowering overhead. That's way different.
Dude, I could come rent space in a CrossFit gym, but that doesn't even... I know chiros that have rented space with a CrossFit gym, and they don't even talk. Mm-mm. They're just like, this is a cheap area for me to rent in my little corner.
It's a good funnel that someone's
visibility.
Yeah,
but it's like, that doesn't even mean the owner and the doctor are even working together.
No. And
that's what's crazy. Mark and I always say it. Like, Mark's like, what, 10, 15-minute drive? And we work closer than some people that are neighbors.
We just posted about Steve Briggs.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. He came in the morning, and I gave him drills off of what you're working on with him. Arthritic shoulder, this and that. And then I forwarded you the videos right before he went to go see you.
Yeah.
That's like...
How cool is it that I can see what my patient's doing in the gym rather than just coming in and going,
I did this workout, my shoulder's fucked up again, and...
Yeah. I have to constantly tell patients, like, I just will have to talk them off the ledge of, is it working or not? Like Brittany was talking about earlier, and we have to always go back to square one of, I don't know what you're doing in the gym. I can give you as much as I can, but you're only spending 10, 15 minutes with me. With Mark and them... and his members going in there, I know what they're doing for an hour. Mark's videoing them and giving me feedback on what's going on.
I do want to bring up this point where it's like you talked about, it's like an investment, right? Like, you should invest in kind of getting professional help with it, because I talked about, like, if you just buy a bunch of mobility tools, you're spending money anyways. You're buying that new pillow. You're doing all this stuff, you're already spending money. Yeah. So it's like, invest in time and do the exercises, or make sure you're checking off the potential issues to find the problem. But in the long run, that's such a better route, because if we're trying to find this solution to this difficult case for you, then once you go through the process, you have that knowledge, and that's where our clients will have that now. Like, when their shoulder flares up, like DJ and those other CrossFitters, they couldn't take their shirt off. They know what works for them. Like you said, they'll go back to you, or they'll go to Melissa from Saudi, they'll go to Get Adjusted, or they'll go to me. They'll get to that answer quicker. That whatever fancy Theragun that they bought for $400 is like, what does that do? Yeah. So it's not like they're not spending money and time trying to fix. And I'm just trying to share the message that the reason I stopped doing my own like mobility or recovery is because I wasn't getting the result from it. I'm still spending hours a day doing it. I bought all the shit. And people do a lot of those like mobility programs. So my whole thing is get professional help with it.
Yeah, and when they do finally come talk to us individually, they can feel the, like we're all saying the same thing. Yeah. They could feel that chemistry of us working together, because they're like, oh, did you see Brittany? Oh, cool, that's awesome. I'll talk to her about your case if you're open to it. And they're like, oh, of course. Like... There's
a difference of like upselling versus actually genuinely caring.
Yeah, that's genuinely being like
I don't want 12. Like, let's say I'm you. It's like, I'm not trying to book you for 12 adjustments, and at the same time add on 12 acupuncture. It's like, no. I was like, maybe you should see someone else.
And then I'll talk to her. Versus, like, if you go to your MD and the PA's in that day, how many patients have been like, I saw the freaking PA today. Yeah. I want to see my MD. And I'm like, the PA and MD aren't even talking. The PA's working under the MD.
The assistant,
Yeah, and then I have friends that are PAs, and they're like, it sucks because then I don't get as much respect. And it's like, I'm working under that MD. But I was like, it's got to come from the MD then to have the mind frame of, like, we're opening this up for everybody to discuss it, rather than you're seeing one or the other today. Yeah. And they don't feel that unison, the
camaraderie, symbiosis,
the symbiosis of us working together. God, maybe it's done. Let's just wrap it up.
We're making up words now. We're like
symbiotic relationship between practitioners.
Hakuna Matata.
Symbiotic. That's actually real. Symbiotic relationship between practitioners.
That's the word I was looking for.
Symbiosis.
No, let's just wrap it up.
Yeah, definitely go to people that don't know what the fuck they're talking about. Step one. And then
Trust us. Trust us with your bodies, please.
Okay, I want to just go back saying get like professional help, but make sure that they have your best interests at heart.
Can't wait to get a
You should
therapist
know.
on here. And then I'd be like, I would just refer a ton.
Oh, yeah.
Get yourself some mental help too.
Yeah.
We're not here for
I
that.
can
That's
only do
episode
so
2,
much.
right?
All 3 of us are therapists as well.
Yeah.
But we are not licensed to do it, so go get a professional.
Yeah.
You become one part-time.
All I can do is listen. Which, honestly, how many times has
Yes,
that happened?
always.
Where
All
someone's
trainers that I came up, it's like you're going to be their therapist, really.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But then do you realize that once they get off their chest, they're like, okay.
Sometimes
And
that's all they need.
That's all they need.
Yeah.
So I'll let people go off because I'm like, you just needed to talk about your problems for 20 minutes, boo-boo. And
Yeah,
now
if you've
just
ever been
noticed-
in my classes, I'm pulling it out of you, whether you like it or not. We talk so much shit, and it's good. It's like a venting session.
Yeah.
And after DJ
Plus
lessons,
some
you need a
workouts.
therapist. That's
Yeah.
all.
Yeah, we got this far. All right, Brittany, do you want to shout out anything?
Brittany P, the LAC on Instagram. I came up with that myself. Very proud of it.
No, yeah. Or Christina P.
Christina. I
You
didn't even think of that until just now. I
Totally
should have
stole
worn.
that from the comedian.
I should have worn red lipstick today. Anyway, nobody else listens to your mom's house.
I have no idea what you're talking about. Again,
See? There it
this
is.
has been great for me today.
This has been lots of fun, guys. Thanks. Can't wait till you come back. That's about it. Open channel acupuncture, located inside of Cook Chiropractic.
I love hearing that.
He loves it. I stayed on the phone with an NP and I'll be like, yeah. So I'm located inside of Cook Chiropractic, so you won't see a sign for acupuncture. You'll just see his sign. And he's sitting there like, that's right, you will. That's damn right.
Damn right you will.
Yeah.
Look for my sign on the door. Just kidding.
How does it work for a new patient? That's kind of important to take away some of that nervousness or whatever. Is it like an assessment? Do they just get, like, do you have an intake? Like, if I'm a new patient, I'm thinking about trying acupuncture for recovery or for an injury.
Yeah.
What's the process?
They usually talk to me on the phone, so I'm the one who talks to them first.
Okay,
I
that's
set
cool.
the appointment. Sometimes they go through Cassidy, just as good. And then they come in, and what I tell them is we're going to sit down and chit-chat for a little bit. Because I'm not going to be like, okay, what do you eat? What do you drink? What are you doing? What's your workout? What's your exercise? And I don't tell patients. I don't school them. I don't yell at patients. We just talk about what's going on. Why is it happening? And then I take a look at your body. I feel around what's going on, feel your pulses to see what's going on in the body, and then we get to rocking and rolling, man.
How's my body?
That's beautiful. Those gams, girl.
Oh, I'm sore right there.
Little trap queen.
I need
with
some
the
motor
gams.
point release. All right.
Look up a dry needle.
I think we might have to have a part 2 on this. Hopefully, maybe Brittany will get some feedback from our acupuncture community. Like, you didn't cover this. Your chiro's an idiot because he doesn't believe in fibromyalgia.
Yeah,
and then
you're going to get flamed for that,
I
by the way.
hope so.
From
Good.
2 listeners.
Bring it. Send me research articles before you talk shit.
Okay, that's a thing. You need to come with facts. If you're going to come at Ian for anything, he's like, show me research. I don't give a shit about what you have to say. Show me the research.
That's funny because I have zero research on anything I do.
Well, you don't need research to go, don't move at all versus moving.
Well, I think
Which one is better?
I think mine's like live research, right?
Yeah.
As in, like, if I bring you into the gym to prove to you,
I'm
I don't
sure
need
there's tons of-
science. I'm going to show you how you're moving fucked
There's
up.
probably
That
tons
is
of
research.
There's tons of anecdotal
True.
research of fibromyalgia feels better with chiro. That's why it's in there. That's why it's here. But
Why
the
would-
diagnostic criteria. Show me some research on that. Take it out of the textbooks.
Come with your research and
Such
come with
a-
your thumbs.
I got those
Ooh.
thumbs provided.
Thumbs, thumb.
Strongest thumbs in the CrossFit game. I don't even know what that means.
Oh, jeez. Save these thumbs for hook gripping.
That's why for lifting. What are you guys talking
I
about?
ripped my nails last week doing
Aw.
hook grip.
And
Look
the
at that.
blisters, look at these.
I know. I'm getting really bad boo-boos from deadlifting.
Poor Ian, he's a big boy.
And the weakest deadlifter I know.
Whoa, dude.
Shit.
Damn.
I like coming here.
Shit, dude.
I
Why was
love
that?
this.
That was uncalled for.
What?
Let's go deadlift for now.
Why? So you can bring your straps?
I just said I hook grip last week.
Does he use straps?
Yeah.
Oh.
I don't use them anymore. I get
He's
my all
like-
hook grip.
It's like those memes where, like, you wear gloves in the gym or something.
God
Like you
damn
bring a
it.
purse.
The like fingerless gloves? Yeah, man.
Yeah, fingerless gloves with your straps.
And then a back brace. Put on a back
Oh,
brace when you're
okay.
lifting too.
Let's wrap
All,
this
all
up.
the
time to go
fibro
home.
people right now are like, yeah, fuck that guy.
Oh,
Fuck
yeah,
that
you're
guy.
fucking deafening us, Brittany.
I'm sorry.
My earphones.
That one's
sorry,
that one's for
guys.
all the fibro people out there. This guy fucking sucks at deadlift.
Fuck that guy.
Yeah, fuck that guy and his little fucking baby
And his
hands.
straps.
And
He's
his
gonna
little
get fibro now.
baby
I
bladder.
have 11 out of 18 tenor points in my hands, okay?
Oh, there you go.
I can't hook grip with those. All right.
You can't deadlift because you have fibro.
I have fibro in my hands.
I hope no one stays till the end.
I know.
Wow.
Sorry, guys. I'm really sorry about my cackle. I can't control
Nobody
it.
will get to the end. You will, but
I can't hear anything anymore. I'm deaf.
Stop. I gotta walk away.
only like
from
2
the
or 3
mic.
cackles this episode.
That's not bad.
That's not bad.
Yeah.
All right. So we're FixFit guys on Instagram,
Fix_fitness guys.
and I'm Cook Cairo, and Mark's at Mark's on FixFit.
Yep.
Follow us, like, subscribe, review.
Share.
Yeah.
Share.
Let us know how we did. Let us know if you have any questions too.
Let us know if you want part 2. We'll probably bring back Brittany.
Yeah. I mean, for the views. Let's be real.
Okay. That's not a good angle.
It's been
You
a
need to turn
terrible
this way.
angle the whole time. Brittany P, the LAC,
Oh God.
on FixFitness, guys. Do-do-do.
You did your impression, a good impression of what's the girl on your hero on Joe Rogan all the time?
My hero. Oh.
You didn't bring enough stats.
I didn't. No. Can I tell you real quick though? That's
Yeah.
a dream of mine to work with Rhonda Patrick
Rhonda
because she
Patrick.
works on mitochondrial cellular respiration, and I have a theory about how
Nerd alert.
she is mitochondrial respiration. So Rhonda Patrick, if you happen to be listening to this,
You should send it to her.
I'll be getting my doctorate pretty soon. We could be 2 doctors working together.
Rhonda Patrick's episodes on there. So many stats, so
I brought 0. This is literally
yeah, she's
blank.
not gonna be impressed.
I know she's not, but maybe she'll
Maybe
watch
one day.
it.
Next time, round 2.
She'll definitely listen to this.
Yeah, for sure.
We'll send it to her a few times. All right, we're out. Thanks for coming, Brittany.
Yep. Thanks for having me, boys.
Bye.
Bye.
You'd have to do 2-part that